In the forests of Wulong, China, a completely white panda with reddish eyes has appeared. It is the first albino panda in the world captured by infrared cameras. Its health is astonishing to scientists as it adapts easily to its own kind. A furry miracle that proves nature always surprises. In Japan, a married couple has maintained a 20-year silence under the same roof. Otu Katayama feels ignored by his wife and decides to stop speaking to her. Their son uses a television program to reunite them and break the ice. Finally, Oto tearfully thanks Yumi for her patience, showing that love can stay quiet, but it does not die. In the German city of Ulm, solar-heated capsules offer shelter to homeless people. Called Ulmer Nests, they provide protection from extreme cold. Equipped with sensors, they alert social services when someone occupies one. An invention that mixes technology and humanity to provide dignified shelter. More than 2,000 years ago, the Inuit people of the Arctic made sunglasses from whalebone and ivory. The narrow slits protected their eyes from the blinding glare of snow. Their ancestral design inspired modern polar glare glasses, ancient ingenuity that proved fashion could also save your eyesight. The green basilisk lizard, nicknamed Jesus Christ, runs across water with ease. Its hind legs act like paddles that push it at high speed. When it stops, it simply sinks and swims as if nothing happened. A Central American creature that feels like a tropical miracle. A young American musician went viral after getting 5 women pregnant at the same time. They all know each other, live together, and even celebrate a group baby shower. None of them show jealousy, and he says it is a new kind of modern family. Chaos turned into harmony, or maybe a trend. Google is developing a self-driving bicycle that can pick you up when you call it from your phone. It uses sensors, artificial intelligence, and automatic balancing. It lets you work, read, or use your phone while it takes you home. The future on wheels, though many would still prefer to pedal, just in case. A young American woman cries in frustration because she cannot speak Spanish, even after years of practice and apps. The language challenges her with hard conjugations, idioms, and accents. Some experts consider it one of the most complex in the world. At least those who master it can show it off as a natural talent. Bubble wrap was born from an artistic failure. 2 inventors wanted to create quilted wallpaper in 1957, but ended up with a sealed material filled with air. IBM discovered that it could protect computers, and the famous bubble wrap was born. A mistake turned into one of the most therapeutic inventions on the planet. Popping bubble wrap gives instant pleasure and lowers stress. Experts call it the immediacy principle, a small mental reward for each pop. The sound and the feel trigger dopamine like a tiny sensory game. Maybe that is why no one stops after just one pop. Twister turns shyness into acrobatics. Created in 1966 by Charles Foley and Neil Rabens, it challenges players to twist and stretch while everyone laughs. The Milton Bradley Company made it popular and turned it into a family icon. A classic that proves balance can be pure fun. In 1969, a headless rooster named Mike became a legend. After being decapitated, his owner found that the bird kept walking and eating through his esophagus. He survived for 18 months with a feeding tube, a living symbol of resilience and biological stubbornness. In France, a distracted baker accidentally created the croissant. He tried to copy a Viennese pastry and ended up with the crisp crescent we love. Its aroma conquered Europe and became a sign of morning elegance. A reminder that carelessness can bake legends. A frog called Paedophryne amoensis is the size of a fly and lives in Papua New Guinea. It is the smallest vertebrate in the world, so tiny it fits on a fingernail. Its call sounds like an insect. Proof that greatness does not depend on size. In Scotland, a castle called Dunatar holds centuries of history on sea cliffs. It served as a fortress, a prison, and a hiding place for royal jewels. Its walls face storms and sieges with the pride of Scottish clans. a place where the wind whispers tales of old battles. An octopus in Indonesia amazes by copying other sea creatures. Called Taumaktopus mimicus, it can look like a lionfish, a sea snake, or a venomous jellyfish. Its disguise fools even sharp predators. A master of mimicry that could shame any actor. In Norway, a seed of every known plant rests in a vault inside an icy mountain. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault protects the planet's biodiversity from global disasters. More than 1 million plant species sleep there, waiting for an uncertain future. The Library of Life written in seeds. A dust storm on Mars can grow strong enough to cover the whole planet. Its power darkens the sky for weeks and blocks solar energy. The rovers go silent until the dust settles, a reminder that even quiet planets can roar. A man in India builds an entire rainforest with his own hands. Jadav Payeng has been planting trees for more than 40 years on a deserted island in the Brahmaputra River. Today, his forest is home to tigers, elephants, and hundreds of other species. A single human becoming a green lung for the world. A volcano in Tanzania spews black lava, a spectacle unique on the planet. Oldoinyo Lengai, known as Mountain of God, erupts liquid carbonatite that glows as it cools. Its lava flows at unusually low temperatures and hardens in seconds. A geological phenomenon as strange as it is mesmerizing. A scientist discovers bacteria living inside nuclear reactors. They withstand radiation that would destroy almost any other living thing. Their DNA repairs itself almost instantly, earning them the nickname Conan the Bacteria, a creature that redraws the limits of life under impossible conditions. A group of archaeologists in Egypt has found a mummy with a golden tongue. The discovery suggests funerary rituals meant to speak with the gods. Its body has remained intact for more than 2,000 years, an ancient treasure that still shines under the dust of time. In Canada, a lake changes color with the seasons. Its hues shift from turquoise blue to emerald green because minerals reflect sunlight. Tourists call it nature's ever-changing mirror, a liquid show that paints each season like a canvas. In the heart of the Atacama Desert in Chile, thousands of flowers bloom at once after years of drought. A multicolored blanket covers some of the driest sand on Earth. The event appears only when rain lines up with the germination cycle of long-sleeping seeds, a natural miracle that proves life always waits for its moment. A date that vibrates with mystery. On Friday, October 13, 1307, King Philip IV of France and Pope Clement IV launched an accusation against the Knights Templar, calling them heretics. Behind the trial was a colossal debt. The Templars held such vast wealth that it served kings to erase them from the map. Since then, every Friday the 13th is remembered as a cursed day, an echo like the First Order of 66 in history. In Denmark, turning 25 without marrying brings a very unusual bath, a shower of cinnamon. The custom dates back to the 15th century when single spice merchants were called cinnamon merchants. Today, friends tie the birthday person and cover them in aromatic clouds. If they stay single until 30, the spice changes to pepper, more spicy than romantic. A legendary casting opens the door to a future star. At only 16 years old, Jennifer Connelly dazzled director Jim Henson during the auditions for Labyrinth. Hundreds of hopefuls tried for the role, but her gaze, a mix of innocence and maturity, made her Sarah, the heroine of the Goblin world. That chance marked the start of a career that would keep shining for decades. A technological error sparks controversy. In 1998, Sony released a camcorder with infrared night vision. Under certain lighting, the device could see through thin fabrics and reveal more than it should. More than 700,000 units were already in circulation before the company saw the issue. Sony recalled the product, but curiosity had already left a mark. An inflatable house ready to go anywhere. The Akiglu looks like an igloo from another planet, roughly 11.5 feet tall, with a light frame and enough room for parties, face painting, or simple games. Color LEDs can turn it into a magical hideout. Best of all, it fits in a backpack. The worst part is, it costs more than $4,000. A perfect example of something you do not need but still want. A beekeeper in Turkey turns frustration into genius. Every night, bears raid his hives and steal the honey. Instead of chasing them away, he decides to learn from them. He offers trays with different honeys and watches their choices. The animals always pick the purest. He transforms the invaders into expert tasters, with no pay, no complaints, and no union. Elevators hide a psychological trick. Before the 1930s, people complained about how slow they felt. Engineers tried faster motors, but the problem was mental, not mechanical. They installed mirrors, and the weight seemed to vanish. People focused on their reflection, fixed their hair, and forgot their claustrophobia. A brilliant move without moving a single cable. A cosmic visitor challenges what we think we know about space. Comet TRI Atlas shows behavior that seems to defy physics. Odd internal light, unexplained spins, and brightness shifts that look almost controlled. Astronomers suspect it might not come from our solar system and could be older than the known planets. Its path will take it near the orbit of Mars in October 2025. Comet or spacecraft in disguise. The Fire Festival lights up Edinburgh every April 30th. Inherited from old Celtic rites, it marks the end of winter and the arrival of summer. On Calton Hill, figures painted and crowned in horns and flowers embody the May Queen and the Winter King. Together they light a great bonfire that signals the rebirth of the land and the harvest. Beneath the Amazon rainforest lies a hidden ocean. Researchers from the Federal University of Pará describe the Greater Amazon Aquifer System, known as SAGA. More than 386,000 square miles of fresh water lie underground, about 3/4 of it in Brazil. It likely holds on the order of 40 quadrillion gallons, enough to supply the planet for more than 2 centuries. The real treasure of Earth rests under our feet. In 1962, a single called Love Me Do took the first step toward a musical revolution. What seemed like a simple tune sparked Beatlemania. The Beatles changed not only the sound of a generation, but also fashion, culture, and the way live music was experienced. In the heart of the 1970s, David Bowie introduced Ziggy Stardust, an otherworldly being with an androgynous aesthetic who defied the norms of rock. His persona combined music, fashion, and performance, creating an unforgettable theatrical character. Ziggy became a symbol of artistic freedom and an inspiration for countless musicians who followed. In 1975, Bohemian Rhapsody broke all the rules of the musical format. Queen released a nearly 6-minute song that blended opera, rock, and drama into a single piece. Despite radio skepticism, the track conquered the world and became one of the most played anthems in history. During the 1980s, Michael Jackson dazzled with a move that seemed to defy gravity, the moonwalk. Debuted on television in 1983, his iconic movement became his trademark. Audiences were mesmerized, and pop dance was never the same again. The year 1999 marked the beginning of the digital age with Napster. The platform allowed for massive online music sharing, sparking a conflict with record labels. Although controversial, its impact paved the way for streaming and completely transformed how we listen to music. In 2000, Britney Spears released Oops, I Did It Again and broke sales records. At just 18 years old, the singer established herself as the princess of pop. Her style, a blend of innocence and energy, conquered the world and proved that youth music could also dominate global charts. The romantic revolution arrived in 2012 with Tinder. The app transformed dating into a swipe-based game where a photo and a bio determined the outcome. Criticized for turning love into entertainment, it also redefined the rules of modern dating. 5 years later, in 2017, a Stanford University study revealed a historic shift. Online dating became the most common way to meet a partner. For the first time, it surpassed traditional encounters through friends or family. Technology took on the role of modern-day Cupid. In 2019, Rihanna redefined lingerie fashion shows with Savage X Fenty. Models of all sizes, genders, and ethnicities graced the runway, leaving behind the traditional vision of Victoria's Secret and showing that inclusivity could be spectacular. In 2016, Beyoncé launched Ivy Park with Adidas, merging music, culture, and sport. The line propelled athleisure, a blend of sportswear and luxury streetwear, and became a global trend. Since 2018, genderless collections have blurred the lines between masculine and feminine. Brands like Telfar and Palomo Spain reflected cultural shifts and celebrated self-expression without gender boundaries. In 2001, Bjork stunned at the Oscars with her swan dress designed by Marjan Pehoski. Criticized at the time, it became a cultural icon and one of the most memorable red carpet choices. Juicy couture tracksuits dominated the early 2000s. Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, and other celebrities transformed the velvet ensembles into a symbol of relaxed glamour and unexpected comfort. In 2004, Sarah Jessica Parker immortalized Manolo Blahnik's shoes in Sex and the City. Manolo Blahnik's shoes went from a luxury accessory to a global object of desire, changing women's relationship with designer footwear. In 2012, Raf Simons debuted at Dior with a collection that blended modernity and tradition. His minimalist vision revitalized the French fashion house, earning praise for bringing a fresh perspective without losing its classic essence. In health, the 2020 discovery of new salivary glands, called tubal glands, located at the back of the nasopharynx, showed that basic anatomy still held secrets. Alexander McQueen's 1992 collection, Jack the Ripper Stalks His Victims, marked a turning point. His dark and theatrical designs heralded the arrival of a genius who would change fashion. In 2022, Balenciaga made waves by dressing Kim Kardashian completely covered at the Met Gala. The absence of her face sparked debate about anonymity, identity, and the redefinition of fashion in public. In 2011, Kate Middleton wore an Alexander McQueen dress at her royal wedding to Prince William. The garment became iconic and established Sarah Burton as the heir to McQueen's legacy. In 2023, Coperni surprised everyone by spraying a dress onto Bella Hadid in Paris. The garment materialized live, showcasing the fusion of science and fashion in a groundbreaking spectacle. Unexpected collaborations dominated recent fashion. From Crocs with Balenciaga to McDonald's with Cactus Plant Flea Market, surprise and humor set trends. Greta Gerwig became the first female director to gross over $1 billion at the box office. Barbie demonstrated the power of feminist narratives and the commercial viability of female directors at major releases. Ryan Reynolds distinguished himself not only as an actor, but also as a master of digital marketing after 2016. His humor and personal brand boosted films and companies like Aviation Gin and Mint Mobile, creating low-cost viral campaigns. Beyoncé revolutionized album releases in 2016 with Lemonade, a visual album exclusive to Tidal and HBO. This model, without prior promotion, forced the industry to rethink strategies in the streaming era. The Sea Shanty Challenge exploded in popularity in 2021, reviving classic sea shanties. This phenomenon showed how TikTok could make obscure genres go viral and build communities around the world. LeBron James transcended sports with SpringHill Company in 2020, a media enterprise focused on diversity and inclusion, showing that elite athletes can be both moguls and activists. Discover the original sweet creations of Patos Pizzas, an inventive concept that reimagines classic pizza as dessert. These treats stand out for varied flavors and combos. The menu nods to famous sweets, hinting at ingredients like hazelnut cream, brownie pieces, or cookies. An innovative amphibious bus rolls through the streets and waterways of Paris, offering an extraordinary tour. This unique ride blends a city trip with a river cruise on the Seine. Its design, inspired by robust Duqueil military vehicles, lets it travel easily on land and water. Passengers can enjoy top monuments from unusual angles in great comfort. The Ashera is one of the rarest and most luxurious cat breeds in the world, known for its unusual looks and large size. It results from a special mix of a domestic cat, an African serval, and an Asian leopard cat. Its coat shows spots like a wild predator, giving it a distinct jungle style. The Cardrona Bra fence is a curious attraction in the scenic Cardrona Valley in Otago, New Zealand. In the late 1990s, travelers began leaving bras on a fence along Cardrona Valley Road. Over time, the number grew until the fence became a one-of-a-kind sight. Jimmy Hoffa was a key figure in the American labor movement, known for his influence and for ties to organized crime and politics. He disappeared after meeting two men linked to the mafia at a Detroit spot, a mystery still unsolved. For years, authorities searched and dug with no trace found. In 1982, the FBI declared him legally dead, but the riddle continues to spark debate. Elephants can recognize themselves in a mirror. This places them among the few species that show self-awareness. They have passed the mirror test, designed to measure self-recognition in living beings. Ostriches swallow small stones called gastroliths that help grind food. Since they lack teeth, these minerals collect in the gizzard, a strong, muscular part of the digestive system. There, the stones work like a natural mill, breaking down food efficiently. Aspen Crow is a contemporary sculptor known for innovative, conceptual three-dimensional work. His pieces fuse traditional methods with modern elements, using materials such as silicone, metal, and resin to create highly realistic forms. In Switzerland, some cinemas have taken comfort to a new level by replacing seats with beds. These rooms include comfy mattresses, pillows, and clean sheets, giving viewers a bedroom feel while watching a film on the big screen. Horses' hooves work like sturdy claws and wear down with constant ground contact. To protect them, people use horseshoes, pieces usually made of durable metal. These structures act like shields, guarding against impact and damage from rough or rocky terrain. Airbag jeans are innovative pants that use protection tech inspired by car airbags. They include smart sensors and built-in airbags in key zones like the hips and thighs. When a crash or sudden fall is detected, the airbags inflate to cushion impact and lower injury risk. The spitting cobra is a venomous snake known for ejecting venom from a distance as defense. Native to parts of Africa and Asia, these snakes have special glands that let them aim at the eyes of threats with high accuracy. The venom causes severe irritation and can lead to temporary vision loss. Marina Bay Sands is an iconic resort in Singapore, famous for bold, elegant architecture. It consists of three 57-story towers joined at the top by a ship-shaped structure called Sky Park. On this platform sits an infinity pool, among the highest in the world, with breathtaking views of the skyline. Lukas Ermler is a German slackliner, born in 1988 in Dachau. He earned international fame for exceptional balance and focus. He set several Guinness World Records with remarkable crossings on slacklines in demanding locations. One standout feat was walking across Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe on a slackline. The flying fish is a marine species known for very long pectoral fins that look like wings. With this adaptation, it can burst from the water and glide briefly above the surface to escape predators. These short flights give it a key survival edge in its habitat. The Guangzhou Circle is about 453 feet tall with 33 stories, and it stands out for its unique circular design. Inspired by the ancient Chinese symbol of the circle, the building merges modern materials like glass and steel on its facade, creating a striking visual effect. Ken Stornes is a daring adventurer from Norway who gained attention on social media for extreme feats. While he also shares the breathtaking natural views of his country, what truly captivates his audience are his stunts, especially high cliff jumps. The Paternoster Elevator is an unusual vertical transport system that runs as a continuous loop of open, rotating cabins. Unlike traditional elevators, these platforms have no doors and let people step on or off while moving, enabling constant, uninterrupted flow. Elisane Silva is a model from Brazil recognized as one of the tallest women in fashion. Her exceptional height of 6 feet 9 inches began developing at age 11 due to a pituitary gland tumor that caused accelerated growth. At 15, after facing ridicule and discrimination, she chose to turn her difference into strength. In the Danish city of Odense, a charming tradition blends fun with local custom. In this unique festival, a flock of Toulouse geese parades down the main avenues to the beat of drums. An expert drummer guides the birds through the streets, captivating residents and visitors alike. Rendy Tatalede of Manado, Indonesia, is a barber with a rare artistic talent. After each haircut, he uses the fallen strands to create remarkably detailed portraits of celebrities and iconic figures. He composes these pieces right on the barbershop floor, turning ordinary scraps into fleeting works of art. Valais black-nosed sheep come from the mountainous Valais region of Switzerland and are famous for their distinctive and adorable look. Their abundant curly white wool contrasts with black patches on the face, ears, knees, legs, and muzzle. In Switzerland, the Nullstern Hotel offers a disruptive tourism concept that redefines where and how to stay. Its rooms have no walls or ceilings, letting guests sleep outdoors under the stars. With no physical barriers, visitors connect deeply with nature and enjoy a one-of-a-kind sensory experience. The Port Jackson shark lives on the seafloor along the coast of South Australia. This species is distinguished by a unique pattern: black bands like straps crossing its grayish skin, making it unmistakable among sharks. Modest in size compared to its relatives, this benthic shark cruises near the bottom, calmly exploring its surroundings. Jorge Chavez, a pivotal figure in Peruvian aviation, made history as the first aviator to fly over the Alps in 1910. Though his life ended tragically during landing, his bravery remains in the national memory. His feat elevated him to patriotic icon status and continues to inspire Peruvian pilots. Intempo in Benidorm, Spain, ranks among the tallest residential buildings in Europe, reaching about 663 feet with 47 floors. Its signature design features 2 parallel towers joined at the top by a golden diamond-shaped structure. The Four Corners in the United States is a unique point where the borders of 4 states meet: Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado. An iconic monument marks the exact spot, and tourists can stand in all 4 states at once. Merhan Karimi Nasseri lived a unique story, remaining at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris for nearly 18 years. From 1988 to 2006, legal issues tied to his nationality kept him in the transit area. His exceptional situation inspired the film The Terminal. German bartender Philipp Traber amazed viewers with precision by preparing 17 drinks in a single act. With one steady hand, he filled 17 tall glasses with energy drink, while with the other he placed 17 shots of Jägermeister on top. Perfect timing let each shot drop into its glass at the same moment, a flawless spectacle. On the island of Siquijor in the Philippines, the majestic Cambugan-High waterfalls are renowned for intensely turquoise, crystal-clear water. The falls descend over 5 low terraces between roughly 7 and 13 feet high, framed by lush vegetation and natural rock formations. In Anchorage, Alaska, a curious moose caused a stir by calmly wandering into a hospital lobby. Attracted by the building's warmth and possibly the scent of some decorative plants, the animal walked through the automatic doors as if it were just another visitor. Tulum cheese is an exquisite specialty of Turkish culinary tradition, prized for both its distinctive flavor and its unique production method. This cheese is matured inside sacks made of goat skin, which not only preserves its properties but also gives it an unmistakable taste. Slightly spicy, intense, and with nuances that evolve over time. Anna Galkina, a young woman from Russia, has gained international notoriety under the nickname the Ice Princess. This unique title was given to her for her striking ability to submerge in icy waters and consume ice without showing discomfort. Her body seems to adapt naturally to extreme temperatures, defying the limits of cold that most could not endure. Hamad Fathi is a prominent Egyptian basketball player, known not only for his skills on the court but also for his height of 7 feet 6 inches, which places him among the tallest men on the planet. Julia Butterfly is a well-known American environmental activist, famous for her extraordinary act of peaceful resistance that lasted 738 days. For more than 2 years, she remained perched in the canopy of a towering California redwood, an ancient tree 150 feet tall and about 1,000 years old, with the goal of preventing the Pacific Lumber Company from cutting it down. The Suitun cenote, near Valladolid on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, is a natural gem among cavern-type cenotes. It is distinguished by breathtaking scenic beauty, with a semi-enclosed cavern and an opening in the roof that lets sunlight illuminate the crystal-clear water, creating a mesmerizing play of light and shadow. Its transparent waters and serene atmosphere make it a favorite destination for visitors. In Colombia, there are truly unique constructions known as upside-down houses, surprising guests with the optical illusion of being completely inverted. These homes are designed and decorated so that every element, from furniture to appliances, appears to be placed upside down. Vika Bren is a talented Israeli artist who has earned international recognition for astonishing body painting in which she turns her own hand into optical illusions. Using her skin as a canvas, she creates images that play with perception and deceive the eye, transforming a simple limb into a surreal work of art. The green heron is an elegant, small heron found across the Americas in mangroves, riverbanks, swamps, and wetlands. Compact in size, it reaches a length of about 17 inches, making it one of the smallest herons on the continent. The Grand Lisboa Hotel is one of the most iconic skyscrapers in Macau, China, famous for its architectural design that evokes a lotus flower in full bloom. Its golden, curving structure rises above the cityscape, making it a visual landmark by day and night. Beer Terrier is a craft beverage from Mexico created especially for dogs. Made with natural ingredients like malt, spirulina, flaxseed, wheat, and minimal hops, it is designed to offer a refreshing experience without compromising pets' health. Stefano Fiorina, an Italian artist from Turin, born in 1990, has made a name in contemporary art thanks to his original and unconventional approach. His work has attracted international attention for a unique technique, creating portraits on aluminum trays. With this unusual support, Fiorina imprints faces with a distinctive style that challenges traditional portraiture. The sucker squid is a fascinating species that inhabits the frigid waters of the Antarctic Ocean. It stands out for its imposing size, growing up to about 46 feet in length, which places it among the largest squid on the planet. Nike changed athletic footwear with Nike Go Fly Ease, the first sneakers designed to be put on and taken off hands-free. These innovative shoes use a system that adjusts with each step, adapting comfortably to the foot. They also open automatically for easy on and off, combining advanced technology with functional design. The Komondor is a dog breed from Hungary, known for work as a herding and guard dog. Its most striking feature is an abundant white or ivory coat of long, thick cords that hang down and resemble dreadlocks or the fibers of a traditional mop. Mr. Doodle is a visual creator known for turning almost any surface into a canvas filled with doodles and drawings. In 2013, he began sharing his art on Instagram, quickly gaining a large audience thanks to his distinctive and lively style. The giant Japanese crab is an impressive marine creature, recognized for a triangular-shaped carapace and exceptionally long legs that can reach several feet in length. This crustacean inhabits the dark depths of the Pacific Ocean near the Japanese coast, where conditions are cold and light is scarce. The kangaroo rat is a small rodent notable for powerful leaps that can reach about 6.5 feet. A member of the Heteromyidae family, it measures roughly 12 inches from head to tail. Although it weighs over 3.5 ounces, one of its most distinctive features is the dark tuft that adorns the tip of its tail. In 1825, the French naturalist Frédéric Cuvier first identified the red panda, a species he described as one of the most beautiful mammals. The red panda is an expert climber that spends much of its time resting in treetops, sleeping up to 13 hours a day to conserve energy in its habitat. The shrine of Imam Ali stands in the heart of Najaf, Iraq, as one of the most revered holy sites in the Islamic world. This temple, of immense religious and cultural significance, attracts thousands of pilgrims and visitors each year who come to experience its profound spirituality and the magnificence of its architecture. Borgund Church, in the village of the same name in Lærdal, Norway, is one of the country's most iconic and best-preserved wooden churches. Built in the late 11th century, this architectural gem bridges the pagan Viking past and the spread of Christianity in Scandinavia. The dwarf crocodile is the smallest member of the crocodile family, averaging about 5 feet in length. Despite its size, it is a remarkable reptile, perfectly adapted to swamps, slow rivers, and wooded areas of West and Central Africa, where it spends much of its time hidden among vegetation. Andrew Scott is an artist known for a unique style that turns conventional drawings into vivid, dimensional works. His technique uses shimmering effects and meticulous detail to create a three-dimensional illusion that seems to lift off the page. Marta Albareda is a Barcelona-based photographer and filmmaker who specializes in macro work, revealing the hidden beauty of insects and other tiny creatures in their natural habitats with extreme detail. Dawid Godziak is a Polish rider who has become a leading figure in BMX freestyle and mountain bike slopestyle. He is especially noted for innovation, including pioneering the quadruple tail whip on a mountain bike, a technical breakthrough for the sport. The pygmy seahorse is a tiny marine species reaching only about 0.8 inches in length. Despite its size, it blends perfectly with its surroundings, using exceptional camouflage among corals and sea plants. The turkey, also called the Mexican turkey, is native to North America and was one of the first animals domesticated by ancient Mesoamerican cultures. It has a robust body and plumage that can show an iridescent sheen that shifts with the light. Along some remote penguin coasts lives a rarity with a golden hue, often called the yellow or golden penguin. Its bright look comes from leucism, a genetic condition that reduces black pigment in the feathers, creating an uncommon golden color in these birds. Unlike albinism, the eyes keep normal coloration, so the bird appears healthy and vibrant. The Bajo Puebla tunnels are an extensive underground network in Mexico with origins in the 10th century. Hidden for centuries and recently rediscovered, they run for several miles beneath the city of Puebla, linking key sites such as religious temples and former military barracks. Fraser Island in Australia is the largest island in the world, made entirely of sand. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, it holds remarkable natural variety, including freshwater lagoons and dense jungle areas, and it is home to wild dingoes that roam freely. Salmon can power themselves backward using strong fins. This ability helps them swim upstream to their spawning grounds, where they complete their life cycle and ensure the species continues. Swimming backward also helps them overcome natural obstacles. Vultures can glide for long periods without flapping. By using rising warm air currents, they gain altitude and travel with minimal effort, conserving energy on long flights as they range far in search of food. Coffee waste can be very good for plants. The outer husk of the coffee bean is rich in nitrogen and potassium, elements that feed soil and support healthy root growth. Adding this material to a garden can noticeably improve plant vigor. Blinding Lights by The Weeknd has become the most streamed song in Spotify history, surpassing 4 billion plays. Its sound, inspired by the 1980s, and its driving rhythm pushed it to global fame. Iquitos, in the Peruvian Amazon, is the largest city in the world with no road access. You can reach it only by air or river, a unique situation that helps preserve its environmental and cultural character within a protected natural setting. Scotland is famous for a high concentration of people with red hair. About 13% of its population has this distinctive trait, the highest share of any country, linked to a hereditary mutation common in the region. Lake Jökulsárlón in southeast Iceland, formed as the vast Vatnajökull Glacier, retreated. The lake is known for towering icebergs that calve and drift across its surface, and the surrounding landscape has hosted many film productions thanks to its striking beauty. Carlos Kaiser pulled off one of football's most unusual scams, building a career over 2 decades while rarely touching the ball. He feigned injuries, mingled with stars, and even used a toy phone to pretend calls from European clubs. Charisma opened doors, and imagination kept him inside without playing. In Norway's remote Hessdalen Valley, the sky holds a long-running mystery. Strange floating lights, sometimes orb-shaped, move in ways that seem to defy easy explanation. Researchers from many fields have studied the phenomenon, but a conclusive answer remains elusive. The black jaguar is a melanistic variant of the jaguar, native to Central and South America. Its dark coat comes from excess melanin, yet under certain light, you can still see the jaguar's classic rosette pattern beneath the black. The Selkirk Rex is a cat breed known for a distinctive curly coat that looks fluffy and soft. This trait comes from a natural genetic mutation that changes hair texture. The coat may be short or long, but it always keeps that plush, wavy look. In India, one striking and visually intense sight is trains so crowded that some people ride outside the cars, on the roofs, or clinging to the sides. It is common among students and workers traveling home during holiday seasons. The leaf frog is an amphibian with exceptional camouflage. Its body mimics a fallen leaf in shape and color, letting it blend into the forest floor of Southeast Asian rainforests. This disguise offers vital protection from predators and helps it remain unseen on the ground. Colugas are amazing mammals with a very special feature: a thin membrane of skin that connects their legs to their bodies, letting them glide between trees with great skill. These nocturnal animals feed mainly on leaves and fruits found in the forest canopy. Fabián Marcel Gady Marrera is a talented Chilean artist living in Spain, known for his original way of working with oil paints, applying the paint only with his fingers. Avoiding conventional tools like brushes, Fabián creates his pieces live and shares the magic of his creative process in real time. The white cobra, often called the albino cobra, is a fascinating genetic variation of the common cobra, distinguished by its unusual white or cream color. This look comes from a mutation that removes pigments in the skin, giving it an almost ethereal appearance that clearly sets it apart from brown or black counterparts. The Mare Cemetery of Sapanta in Romania is a truly unique place that challenges the usual idea of burial grounds. Unlike traditional somber cemeteries, this site stands out for a vibrant, cheerful style. Its tombstones are carved from wood and painted in bold colors, mostly turquoise, and decorated with humorous drawings that show episodes from life. The leaf cricket is a fascinating insect in the order Orthoptera, famous for an extraordinary ability to blend into its surroundings. Its body looks amazingly like a green leaf, letting it go unnoticed by predators thanks to near-perfect camouflage. In the heart of the Tengger Desert in China rises the striking Desert Star Hotel, a structure that seems taken from science fiction. Its design is inspired by the geometric shape of a 5-pointed star, giving it a unique, futuristic look that contrasts with the dry, vast landscape around it. The so-called fire fox is one of the rarest variants of the red fox, marked by a rare mutation linked to melatonin that gives it a bright, striking reddish coat. This trait makes it one of the most unique animals on the planet. Beyond its distinctive look, these foxes are known for remarkable intelligence and agility. Claudio Piccoli is a noted Italian photographer who specializes in capturing the energy and vitality of dogs in motion. His internationally recognized work has earned many awards that reflect his ability to capture moments full of dynamism and emotion. The Great Wall of China is not a continuous structure and is not visible to the naked eye from space. It is actually a vast system of walls, trenches, and natural fortifications built over more than 2 millennia. Greek fire, used by the Byzantine Empire in naval battles, is one of history's greatest mysteries. Its formula was so secret that all records were lost. It was notable for burning even on the surface of water. The Gregorian calendar, which we use today, was introduced by Pope Gregory VIII in 1582. It was created to correct the Julian calendar, which had accumulated an error of 10 days over the centuries. Although Mount Everest is the highest point above sea level, Mauna Kea volcano in Hawaii is the tallest mountain when measured from its base in the ocean. From the bottom of the sea, Mauna Kea rises to over 33,000 feet. The first commercial text message was sent in 1992 by engineer Neil Papworth. The text simply said, "Merry Christmas," and was sent from a computer to a mobile phone. 3D printing technology has evolved so much that it is now used to build habitable houses. Some companies have managed to print entire homes in less than 24 hours, revolutionizing low-cost construction. The fear of being without a mobile phone is known as nomophobia. This anxiety disorder has become common, especially among young people who depend on connectivity. In the Star Wars universe, the character Yoda was never identified by his species. George Lucas did this intentionally to preserve an air of mystery and strangeness surrounding one of the most powerful Jedi. The deepest point in the ocean is called the Challenger Deep in the Mariana Trench. Its depth is almost 36,000 feet, meaning Mount Everest could fit completely inside it with over half a mile of water left over. The Amazon rainforest produces a massive amount of its own rain. The trees release so much water vapor into the atmosphere that they create flying rivers that distribute moisture for thousands of miles. The stomach has to constantly protect itself from its own acid. Hydrochloric acid is so powerful that it could dissolve a razor blade. That is why the stomach lining is renewed every few days. Smell is the only sense that is directly connected to the brain's memory center, the limbic system. That is why a smell can instantly trigger a vivid and emotional memory from the past. Modern smartphone screens are more powerful than the computers on the Apollo missions that landed on the moon. The chip in the average phone has more processing power than all the technology used in 1969. The Road of the Sun in China is a stretch of highway built with transparent solar panels. This road not only allows vehicles to pass, it also generates electricity and can charge electric vehicles by induction. SpaceX's Starlink project is creating a mega constellation of thousands of small satellites in low Earth orbit. Its goal is to provide broadband internet access to almost anywhere on the planet. The Romans did not use toothpaste as we know it today. One of their recipes included a mixture of human urine and ground bone ash, believing that the urine served as a powerful whitener. In the Middle Ages, books were not placed on vertical shelves. They were laid horizontally or chained to desks. The chain was a security measure, as books were extremely expensive and rare. The concept of a honeymoon has historical roots in Nordic cultures. It was customary for the couple to drink mead, a fermented honey-based beverage, during the first lunar cycle after the wedding. The band Queen was the first to broadcast a music video via satellite worldwide. They did so with the song Bohemian Rhapsody in 1975, setting a precedent for future music videos. The actor Christopher Lee, famous for playing Dracula and Saruman in The Lord of the Rings, was an intelligence agent during World War II. His military background and fluency in 8 languages gave him a unique authority in film. Ancient Rome had a lead pipe system that, surprisingly, did not poison the entire population. The water was so rich in calcium minerals that they created a protective layer inside the pipes, insulating the lead. During the Ottoman Empire, the tulip was so highly valued that its price became higher than that of gold. This period, known as the Tulip Age, ended with a financial crisis due to rampant speculation in the bulbs. The invention of clear glass revolutionized medieval warfare by allowing the creation of spectacles for archers and soldiers. This gave them a crucial advantage by enabling them to see clearly in adverse weather conditions. The famous explorer Marco Polo never mentioned the existence of the Great Wall of China in his travelogues. Historians believe this is either because the structure he would have seen was largely in ruins or because he followed routes that avoided it. The Tacoma Narrows Bridge collapsed in 1940 due to aerodynamic resonance, not the brute force of the wind. The wind created a pattern that matched the bridge's natural frequency, causing it to vibrate until it collapsed. The sensation of having a song stuck in your head is called earworm. It occurs because the brain focuses on the audio phonation loop. The brain actively tries to finish the song, and lacking the complete lyrics, it repeats it endlessly. The placebo effect has a powerful opposite known as the nocebo effect. If you firmly believe that a medication or treatment will have a negative effect on you, you are very likely to experience those symptoms. The muscles we use to frown, about 43, are significantly more numerous than those we use to smile, only 17. This could indicate an evolutionary predisposition to detect danger and threat. IBM's first hard drive, released in 1956, weighed over a ton and could only store 5 megabytes of data. Today, that capacity fits on a pin and is considered negligible. Roomba robotic vacuum cleaners have sold over 20 million units since their launch. These small devices have spawned an entire internet subculture of videos where they ride pets. The tomato is botanically a fruit, although it was legally classified as a vegetable. This decision by the United States Supreme Court in 1893 was made to allow for the taxation of agricultural products of that type. The strawberry is the only fruit that has its seeds outside the pulp. Each strawberry contains around 200 tiny seeds, which are technically considered individual fruits. The strongest muscle in the human body is not the biceps or quadriceps. It is the masseter, located in the jaw, capable of exerting a force of up to about 200 pounds when biting. The body burns more calories digesting celery than the celery itself contains. This negative calorie phenomenon is due to the digestive process, although the net effect on weight loss is minimal. The 1918 Spanish flu did not originate in Spain, despite its name. It was called that because only Spanish newspapers, being neutral in the war, were able to report freely on the severity of the pandemic. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disorder, not caused by sugar in the diet. The body attacks the insulin-producing cells in the pancreas, requiring external insulin injections to manage glucose levels. Lyme disease was first identified in 1975. The name comes from the town of Old Lyme, Connecticut, where an outbreak of the tick-borne illness occurred. Aspirin is derived from a naturally occurring compound. Its active ingredient was initially extracted from the bark of the white willow tree and was used for millennia as a pain reliever and anti-inflammatory. Penicillin was discovered accidentally by Alexander Fleming. The fungus contaminated a petri dish and killed nearby bacteria, ushering in the era of antibiotics in medicine. Grumpy cat, or tartar sauce, went viral in 2012 for its perpetually grumpy expression. Its famous face was due to a form of feline dwarfism and a crooked bite, generating millions in merchandise and television appearances. The Gangnam Style video by South Korean artist Psy, or Park Jae-sang, was the first YouTube video to surpass 1 billion views in 2012. Its success was so massive that it forced YouTube to update its view counter. Charlie Bit My Finger was a 2007 home video that went viral for its simplicity. Starring British brothers Harry and Charlie Davies Carr, the video was sold as a non-fiction material for $760,999 in 2021. The 2014 Ice Bucket Challenge viral trend raised over $115 million. The money went to research on amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, funding the discovery of the NEK1 gene, which is linked to the disease. Wendy's Twitter account went viral in 2017 with the number Nugs for Carter challenge. Carter Wilkerson asked how many retweets he needed for a year's supply of free nuggets, becoming the most retweeted person in history with 3.4 million. The famous Disaster Girl meme is based on Zoe Roth. The photo of Zoe smiling while a house burns in the background dates back to 2005. She sold it herself as a non-fiber material for nearly $500,000 in 2021. The Angry Girl meme is based on Chloe Clem. His expression of disgust was captured in 2013 during a family surprise, and the photo was sold as a non-transferable item for $7,400 in 2021 to pay for his college education. The viral child success kid, or Sammy Griner, used his fame for a noble cause. The photo of Sammy with his fist clenched in 2007 was used to raise funds and help his father receive a kidney transplant in 2015. The distracted boyfriend meme originated from a stock photo. Photographer Antonio Guillem confirmed that the 2015 photo was staged and the model playing the girlfriend is named Laura. The viral keyboard cat video from 2007 features a cat named Fatso. Although the original video is from 1984, it was shared widely by its owner in 2007, becoming the meme used to celebrate or downplay a failed attempt. The viral Skateboard Man and Blueberry Ocean Spray video features Nathan Apodaca. The 2020 video, filmed while he was drinking juice, boosted Ocean Spray sales and earned Apodaca gifts, sponsorships, and worldwide fame. The Fyre Festival scam phenomenon of 2017 went viral due to its irony. The luxury festival, promoted by influencers, turned out to be a complete disaster, leading to its organizer, Billy McFarland, being sentenced to 6 years in prison. The cloud bread trend went viral on TikTok in 2020. The recipe has only 3 ingredients: egg whites, sugar, and cornstarch. It garnered billions of views for its fluffy texture. The Dalgona coffee phenomenon went viral in 2020 during the global lockdown. This Korean whipped coffee drink became popular for its frothy texture and was nicknamed for its resemblance to a Korean candy similar to caramel. The Cronut, a hybrid of a croissant and a donut, was created by chef Dominique Ancel. Its launch in 2013 in New York City caused lines of up to 2 hours at his bakery, becoming one of the most imitated pastry trends of the decade. The photo from the Hide the Pain Herald meme is of Hungarian engineer András Arato. His stock photos went viral in 2011 because of his forced smile, and he has embraced fame, traveling, and giving talks about his experience. Judson Lively's Evolution of Dance video was one of YouTube's first viral hits in 2006. The video features 30 popular dances from different decades in 6 minutes and was one of the most viewed videos in the world before the massive TikTok boom. Drake's 2018 In My Feelings dance challenge went viral thanks to the Kiki Challenge. The challenge involved jumping out of a moving car to dance the choreography, which led traffic authorities in several countries to issue fines for its dangerous nature. The 1968 photo of Earthrise is considered one of the most viral images before the internet. Taken by astronaut William Anders during the Apollo 8 mission, this image of Earth rising over the moon was distributed globally by newspapers. The viral video of the Walrus Call from 2007 features Oshan the walrus. The peculiar sound made by this walrus from the Vancouver Zoo was used in thousands of videos to simulate a cry or a call for attention. Solid-state batteries are beginning to replace lithium-ion batteries. These new batteries promise significantly shorter charging times and greater safety, making them key to the next generation of electric vehicles. The magnitude 7 earthquake struck Haiti in January 2010. This natural disaster caused massive devastation in the country, with an estimated death toll of over 200,000 and a major humanitarian crisis. The first unverified case of human cloning was reported in 2002 by Clonaid. Although the scientific community was never able to verify the claim, the announcement sparked a global ethical debate about biotechnology. The Tesla Roadster electric car was officially launched in 2008. This was Tesla's first vehicle, demonstrating that electric cars could be sporty and high performance, thus beginning the EV revolution. Hurricane Katrina struck New Orleans and the Gulf Coast in August 2005. It is considered one of the most costly natural disasters in United States history, exposing serious flaws in infrastructure and the federal response. The 2026 Winter Olympics are in full preparation as of 2025. The main venue is Milan Cortina d'Ampezzo, Italy, requiring significant investments in infrastructure and logistics. The Fukushima Daiichi nuclear accident occurred in March 2011 following an earthquake and tsunami. It was the worst nuclear disaster since Chernobyl, releasing large quantities of radioactive material and forcing the evacuation of thousands of residents from the area. The Arab Spring began in December 2010 in Tunisia. The protests spread across the Middle East and North Africa, fueled significantly by social organizing through the internet. Puerto Rico was struck by Hurricane Maria in September 2017, a Category 5 hurricane. The storm caused unprecedented devastation to the island's infrastructure and exposed shortcomings in the United States humanitarian response. NASA launched the Parker Solar Probe Space Telescope in 2018. Its mission is to fly directly through the sun's outer atmosphere, making it the fastest object ever built by humankind. The eruption of the Eyjafjallajökull volcano in Iceland in April 2010 paralyzed air traffic. The massive cloud of volcanic ash led to the closure of airspace across much of Europe, affecting millions of travelers and causing millions of dollars in economic losses. The sitcom Friends, which ran from 1994 to 2004, ended with the 6 main actors earning $1 million per episode. This was a milestone in television as they negotiated their salaries as a united group, setting a precedent for salary negotiations among TV stars. The EMU, or Extravehicular Mobility Unit, spacesuit weighs about 287 pounds on Earth. Although the suit provides life support, oxygen, and communication for astronauts, its weight becomes irrelevant once they are in the microgravity environment. NASA uses a xenon fuel diet for some ion thrusters. This inert gas produces a very small but incredibly efficient thrust, allowing probes like Dawn to navigate deep space for years. The first NASA astronaut to walk in space was Ed White in 1965. During his spacewalk on the Gemini 4 mission, he used a HUT, or Handheld Maneuvering Unit, a rudimentary device that released oxygen to control his movement. NASA's Curiosity rover on Mars uses a radioisotope thermoelectric generator, or RTG. This device converts the heat generated by the decay of plutonium-238 into electricity, allowing it to operate on Mars without relying on sunlight. The International Space Station is the most expensive man-made object ever built. Its total construction and operating cost is estimated to exceed $150 billion. And it is a project funded and operated by 5 different space agencies. The Amazon logo intentionally features an arrow that points from A to Z. This symbolizes that the company sells everything from A to Z, and the curved arrow is also designed to resemble a smile. Formula One tires are intentionally designed to wear down quickly. This forces teams to pit frequently, increasing race strategy and excitement for spectators. The Ferrari team is the only team to have competed in every Formula One season. Since the championship's inception in 1950, the Italian marque has been a mainstay, winning the most Constructors' Championships. The Man in Black, or Giga Chad meme, went viral due to its hyper-masculine imagery. The meme's creator is Russian model Ernest Kalimov, although many of the viral photos are photoshopped to exaggerate his features. The language with the world's shortest alphabet is Rotokas, spoken in Papua New Guinea. Its alphabet has only 12 letters, including 7 consonants and 5 vowels, greatly simplifying reading and writing. The Guarani language, spoken in Paraguay, is the only indigenous language in the Americas to have official language status alongside a European language, Spanish. This reflects its profound cultural and historical importance in the region. The country with the longest coastline in the world is Canada, with more than 125,000 miles. This length is greater than that of any other nation, including all the coastlines of its thousands of islands and islets. There is a town in Norway called O, making it the shortest place name. The name, which means river or stream in Old Norse, presents a unique challenge for cartographers and postal services. The longest possible hike in the world, without crossing water, begins in Africa. The theoretical route runs from South Africa to China, passing through 16 countries and covering more than 13,900 miles. The Cannes Film Festival has not always awarded prizes to films. There have been years when only gold medals were given. The famous Palme d'Or was introduced in 1955, though its original design with palm leaves was created by the Chopard Jewelry House. The extreme motorcycle show in a metal sphere uses centrifugal force to perform stunts on vertical and horizontal walls. This adrenaline-pumping and skillful show leaves everyone speechless, perfect for speed and thrill lovers. The sand painting that changes landscapes when flipped is a masterpiece of creativity. The sand falls, forming different landscapes with adjustable flow speed. Each turn reveals a new scene, creating a unique visual experience, perfect for interactive art lovers. The Flip-O-Flip metal toy rolls and spins on the table, ideal for training patience and coordination. This classic toy is perfect for all ages, offering hours of entertainment, a toy that never goes out of style. Howard Lee, a hyper-realistic optical illusion artist, creates drawings and paintings that look real. He plays with visual perception and explains his artistic process in videos. His works are fascinating and challenge perceived reality. A true master of illusion. Cookies soften as they absorb moisture due to their sugar and salt content, while baguettes, with less of these ingredients, dry out and harden in the air. It is a natural process that affects the texture of these foods. Curious but true. Ray, the golden retriever with a single ear in the center of her head, went viral for her unique and adorable appearance. After an accident, her ear moved and resembled a unicorn. She is a little star on social media. Lollipopter is an object that looks like a twisted lollipop and changes shape when you spin it. It is used as a stress relief toy or desk decoration. A fun way to relax and decorate. Aerogogo inflatable furniture inflates quickly with the push of a button and supports up to about 661 pounds. With a rechargeable battery, they are ideal for small spaces or events. Practical and modern solutions. The 5,000 euro burger features luxury ingredients like caviar, white truffle, and bread with edible gold. It is an exclusive and luxurious gastronomic experience, perfect for the most discerning palates. The Dock Audio V9 Pixie sound meter has a retro style and Nixie tubes that display the sound spectrum on LEDs. Decorate and visualize your music in a vintage way. Ideal for music lovers and tech enthusiasts. The Looking Glass Portrait holographic monitor lets you view photos, videos, and 3D models without glasses. It uses light field technology to display more than 100 perspectives at 60 FPS and is compatible with Windows, Mac, and Linux. A revolution in visualization. Ritter, the 17th century writing automaton, is a mechanical doll with over 6,000 moving parts capable of writing complete sentences. Considered a marvel of engineering and early robotics, it is a historical treasure. The 30-inch Ultra Reality X10 monitor offers a headset-free 3D experience. It uses advanced computational optics to create depth and realism in videos and games. Total immersion. The Papantla Flyers ceremony in Veracruz, Mexico, is a Totonac tradition where 4 people descend spinning from a tall pole, while another plays music at the top. It has deep cultural and spiritual significance. A vibrant celebration. Novotropes is a kinetic sculpture that uses strobe light to create illusions of infinite movement. Based on the golden ratio and the Fibonacci sequence, it is art and mathematics in harmony. A triathlon is a competition that combines swimming, cycling, and running into a single event. It demands endurance, strategy, and adaptability. A challenge for the most well-rounded athletes, the NanoAF PW Desk is a desktop accessory with storage and customizable LED lighting that syncs to music. With a USB hub, it transforms your desk into a functional and attractive workspace. Style and functionality combined. The Inception spinning tops are exact, high-precision replicas of the spinning top from the movie Inception. Capable of spinning for up to 10 minutes on normal surfaces, there are 16 different models. They are collectible items and serve as a visual distraction and conversation starter, perfect for fans and collectors. Specs geodes are pentagon-shaped magnets that allow you to create complex geometric figures with over 100 combinations. They act as a stress reliever and are ideal for your desk or office. Fun and relaxation in one product. The Allo Harness for Blind Dogs is a special harness with a front ring that acts as a tactile sensor to prevent collisions. It allows blind dogs to walk more safely and confidently, improving the quality of life for our canine friends. Automatic jar openers are devices that open jars effortlessly. Ideal for seniors or people with arthritis, they are motorized and take up little space, making everyday life easier. The iPhone case with a physical keyboard is an iPhone case that incorporates a physical keyboard. It allows you to type quickly without losing screen space or sacrificing touch control. Productivity and convenience in one accessory. SurgiField is a portable operating room that fits in a backpack and sets up in minutes. It has a sterile bubble, battery, and a control module for operating in remote areas without hospitals. It allows for high-quality, safe emergency surgeries in hard-to-reach places, saving lives anywhere. The Stryker device for home boxing training is compact and has sensors that provide real-time feedback. It connects to apps, ideal for boxers in training. Professional training at your fingertips. Tuba Shishman is a Turkish artist famous on YouTube for making hyper-realistic cakes that look like real objects. Her creations are true edible works of art. A unique talent. The Jellyfish Mood Lamp Humidifier generates jellyfish-shaped mist, LED lights, and aromatherapy. Controllable by voice or app, it creates a relaxing atmosphere. Technology and nature in one. German cyclist Robert Fürstemann, known as the man with legs of steel, excels in sprints for his power. An impressive athlete with a unique technique. Speed and strength on 2 wheels. In Lagos, Nigeria, Dr. David Tolarawa created the world's largest single-person drawing, measuring about 10,763.9 square feet. An artistic and medical achievement, combining passion and skill. An impressive record. Helicopters use the DART system to land in water with waves around 20 feet high. This technology saves lives in maritime rescues. Innovation in rescue. Dalmatians are energetic dogs, historically used as carriage dogs and in fire departments. Their energy and loyalty make them ideal companions, faithful and courageous friends. In Huntington Beach, California, 66 people surfed on a giant board for 12 seconds in 2015. This Guinness World Record is a testament to the skill and fun of surfing. An impressive feat. Real Power, formerly known as RealPack, is a self-deploying inflatable barrier for containing oil spills. This innovative solution helps protect the environment. Technology at the service of nature. Sierra Space is testing its life space habitat for lunar and Martian missions. This NASA project is a crucial step towards space exploration, the future of life in space. The first computer mouse was created in 1964 by Douglas Engelbart. This revolutionary invention forever changed the way we interact with computers. A technology pioneer. Static whiteboards, formerly known as magnetic boards, use static electricity to adhere to surfaces without damaging them. They are ideal for educational and professional environments. Functionality and environmental responsibility. The Bayeux Tapestry, an embroidery about 230 feet long, recounts the Norman conquest of England in 1066. This 11th century masterpiece is a historical and artistic treasure, a journey through time. The largest paper airplane, measuring about 45 feet, was launched in Arizona, United States, using reinforced cardboard for aerodynamic testing. This 2012 record demonstrates creativity and engineering. Fly high with paper. Harley Quinn, formerly known as Harley King, was created for the 1992 Batman animated series and later incorporated into DC Comics. This character has evolved in comics and on screen. An iconic anti-heroine. Discharged alkaline batteries bounce due to the formation of hydrogen gas that hardens their interior. A fascinating physical phenomenon and useful for identifying worn-out batteries. Science in action. NASA spacesuits can cost up to $150 million and include integrated life support systems. These suits are essential for the survival and success of space missions. Cutting-edge technology. The Ember Smart Mug controls beverage temperature and offers interactive entertainment with an integrated LED screen. The Ember Mug 2 is perfect for keeping your drinks at the ideal temperature. Ideal for coffee and tea lovers. Technology and style in one mug. Unitree G1, formerly known as Unit G1, is a humanoid robot that accurately replicates kung fu movements using machine learning. This robot demonstrates the advanced integration of AI and robotics. An impressive demonstration of technology. The Sarcos Guardian Rescue Robot, formerly known as Sprout, scans debris with thermal sensors and LiDAR to locate victims. It is a crucial tool in rescue operations. Its precision saves lives. Technology at the service of life. The Relight 360-degree reflector, formerly known as the 360 reflector, is a battery-free reflective spoke system for bicycles. An innovative and safe Danish solution. Improves nighttime visibility, visibility guaranteed. The GameSir X3 Pro, formerly known as the Gamist X3 Pro controller, is a Peltier-cooled controller for mobile gaming. Play cooler and more comfortably. Perfect for passionate gamers. Uninterrupted gameplay. The Logitech MX Vertical Mouse, formerly known as the Argo Twister, has an ergonomic design to prevent injuries. Perfect for users seeking comfort. Reduces wrist fatigue, health and productivity. Icon of the Seas, formerly known as Star of the Seas, is a Royal Caribbean cruise ship powered by LNG engines and featuring virtual reality. A unique and sustainable travel experience. It offers immersive entertainment, luxury and technology at sea. The Air Garden Smart Terrarium, formerly known as Petite Ferret Plus, controls light and humidity via an app for tropical plants. Ideal for tech-savvy gardeners. Create an optimal environment. Green care at your fingertips. The Conference Bike, better known as Kobai, has a circular design for 7 people, created by Eric Stoller. This radial configuration encourages collaboration and interaction. Perfect for dynamic and creative meetings. Casey Zavaglia's hyper-realistic embroideries are textile works of art with microscopic details. Each stitch tells a story, creating vivid and detailed images. A perfect fusion of art and patience. SeatSender self-propelled chairs use a robotic system in airports to guide passengers. This technology from Crown Equipment improves efficiency and comfort. Traveling just got easier and faster. Ephemeral art on beaches creates gigantic drawings visible from aerial views, like the works of Andres Amador. These temporary creations leave a striking visual imprint, art that engages with nature. The Lumiku Light Cube is an interactive projector with motion sensors. It transforms any surface into an art gallery, ideal for creating a creative atmosphere in spaces. LED facades like the Samsung OmniTube in Seoul offer immersive displays for stores. This example at the Starfield COEX Center shows how LED technology transforms commercial spaces. Immersive advertising. The Spot Police robot from Boston Dynamics is used by the NYPD in high-risk interventions. This autonomous robot improves safety and efficiency in dangerous operations. Technology at the service of the law. The Fire Escape Evacuation Backpack features certified ropes and brakes. It complies with EN 341-2011 for safe descents. Safety at heights. Seabob water jetpacks enable high-speed swimming and are used by special forces. This German brand offers a unique aquatic experience, speed and efficiency. MSG Sphere in Las Vegas is a dome with 16K LED screens and holophonic sound, costing $3 billion. It offers a unique, immersive experience, technology and entertainment at their finest. Mojo Vision AR contact lenses integrate augmented reality in a clinical stage prototype. They are not yet commercially available, but they promise to change the way we see the world. Augmented reality in your eyes. The Sowo Swimmer X8 is a floating Bluetooth speaker with RGB LED lights. Ideal for pools and beaches, it offers immersive sound and visuals, perfect for outdoor parties. It is waterproof and has a long-lasting battery. The Mercedes-Benz EQXX is a vehicle with sensors that monitor heart rate and stress. This Mercedes concept car promises a healthy driving experience. Health and technology in motion. The Alfa Dominici Turbine Espresso features a design inspired by airplane engines crafted from stainless steel. It offers coffee with a touch of aerospace engineering. Coffee and industrial style. The Adidas 4 DFWD 3D sneakers are printed using carbon digital light synthesis technology. Adidas has revolutionized athletic footwear with this official model. Innovation and comfort. The Sea Breacher Dolphin is an underwater capsule that dives to about 39 feet with an 80-minute autonomy. Its electric thrusters offer a unique aquatic experience. Adventure under the sea. The Gravity Industries Jet Suite flight suit has 1000 HP jet engines, reaching an altitude of about 3,281 feet. Used by rescue teams, it is a symbol of innovation. Fly like a superhero. The Infinity Floor uses LEDs and facing mirrors in art installations. One example is the TeamLab Museum in Tokyo, where reality is transformed. Art and technology merge. The Razer Project Christine keyboard features keys with mini OLED displays that personalize icons and functions in real time. Introduced at CES 2014, this Razer concept redefines the keyboard experience. Technology and personalization on every key. The soothing LED bubble fountain combines bubbles, waterfalls, and RGB lighting with remote and app control. This interactive decorative element creates a relaxing atmosphere, technology and serenity in one. The Amazon Echo Hub offers touch control for smart home devices, such as lights, locks, and thermostats. This official Amazon product simplifies home control. Smart home at your fingertips. The Lunatech HydraShot multi-purpose bottle transforms water into a stream, mist, or pressure washer with manual pumping. Ideal for camping and the beach, it is a registered trademark. Versatility in your backpack. The Swell Surfer Pro Surf Simulator is a platform with pressure sensors and virtual reality for indoor training. Compatible with Oculus Meta, it offers a realistic surfing experience. Improve your technique at home. The Nomadic Office Backpack includes a foldable desk and thermal laptop compartments. Winner of the Red Dot Design Award, it is perfect for professionals on the go. A stylish, portable office. The Meta Portal Go communication portal features a portable screen with AI cameras for real-time interaction. With smart camera motion tracking, it facilitates video calls. immersive communication. SolarTech UV reactive wear clothing changes color with UV light using photochromic pigments. This solar active technology adds a unique touch to your style. Fashion that reacts to light. The Hushme voice mask features active noise cancellation and sound interference for privacy. It includes a MEMS microphone and lithium-ion battery, ideal for video calls. Auditory privacy. The Sea Eagle 285 FPB inflatable fishing boat has a built-in electric motor with 30 pounds of thrust and a removable rigid floor. With room for 4 people, it is versatile and durable. Guaranteed aquatic adventure. The SentrySafe QAP 1BE safe offers programmable locking, an anti-tamper alarm, and a child lock. UL listed for fire protection, it secures your valuables. Security and peace of mind. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed regulates temperature by zones and has snoring and biometric sensors. With Sleep IQ technology, it improves the quality of your sleep. Rest smart. The Levimoon levitating lamp floats magnetically and rotates silently with adjustable RGB lighting. Its diameter is about 5.9 inches, and its precision matches real lunar craters. Technological decor. The Invisible House Joshua Tree features low-E mirrored glass panels and a Corten steel frame. Winner of the 2022 AIA Design Award, it blends seamlessly into its surroundings. Innovative architecture. The Neo Ruler X has an e-ink touchscreen and laser measurement with automatic metric conversion. With an accuracy of about 0.002 inches, it is ideal for construction professionals. Precise digital measurements. The EverySight Raptor AR glasses project HUD information onto the retina and offer LiDAR sensor alerts. Developed for professional cyclists, they enhance safety and the riding experience. Technology for cyclists. The Mangata Power Station charger includes 5 removable 5,000 mAh batteries with Qi wireless charging. With IP67 protection against water and dust, it is perfect for travel, portable, and long-lasting power. The Eno Nomad hammock system has a foldable 7,075 aluminum frame and thermo-regulating pockets. With a maximum weight capacity of about 397 pounds, it is ideal for outdoor adventures. Comfort and durability. The Forpheus is not your average ping-pong robot. It is an AI-powered trainer. It uses 3D cameras to analyze your movements with millimeter precision. It has a battery that lasts for 5 hours of intense matches. The ultimate rival, you will never tire of facing. Shred washes hair with 12 ultra-soft robotic fingers. Its 24 sensors adapt the pressure with millimeter precision. Originally designed for Japanese hospitals, the shampoo of the future is here. Bebop Heatem keeps your food hot like no other. It precisely controls the temperature between 104 and 158 degrees Fahrenheit. Its PTFE surface is safe and non-stick. Say goodbye to cold dishes at your meals. Skytran is an elevated, autonomous transportation system that functions like a futuristic cable car. It travels on magnetic rails above traffic without touching the ground. It has already been implemented in cities like Tel Aviv and Gurgaon, India. Its capsules are small, fast, and quiet. It promises to change urban mobility as we know it. The Hyundai EVC robot automatically connects your electric car without you having to get out. It detects the charging port's position and adjusts the angle with millimeter precision. It uses V2L technology for efficient charging. It is also compact and easy to integrate into parking lots. Touchless charging is now a reality. The Bike Bunker capsule protects bicycles with its ultra-resistant HDPE polyethylene design. It features a high-security ABUS granite lock and IP65 protection. Its curved structure blocks the entry of rain, dust, or vandalism. Weighing only about 40 pounds, it is easy to install. Your bike sleeps safely, even on the street. The Jetson Bolt Pro 3 inches 1 is a fusion of skateboard, scooter, and folding bike. It features STVZO approved LED lights for enhanced visibility and nighttime safety. It boasts a range of up to about 28 miles on just 2 hours of charging. Its compact design fits in car trunks or under desks. Stylish and hassle-free urban mobility. Marginally art is making a comeback in modern books, with illustrations in the margins of the pages. Artists like Tegan White and Benjamin Lacombe have taken it to another level. This technique originates from medieval illuminated manuscripts. It adds a visual and poetic layer to traditional reading, transforming it into a more magical experience. The Descartes bottle is a classic physics experiment that teaches about pressure. Squeezing the bottle and the dropper causes it to float or sink, depending on the applied force. It demonstrates Archimedes' principle and the compression of air. Ideal for children or students curious about science. A simple trick that explains complex laws. The AIST HRP-5P robot is a humanoid designed for high-risk work. Its specialty is railway maintenance, where high precision is essential. It has arms with 7 axes of mobility and uses the ROS system. It can lift objects, tighten screws, or open doors. A steel worker that never needs a break. TapStrap 2 is a wearable that converts your gestures into digital commands. It uses EMG technology, that is, electromyography, to read muscle movements. Compatible with Bluetooth 5, it connects to smartphones, tablets, and PCs. You can type, control apps, or play games without using a keyboard. Your body is now also a smart controller. The 3D mural of Pjaq's parrot in Barcelona seems to magically pop off the wall. It uses the anamorphic trompe-l'oeil technique with great realism. Depending on the angle, the parrot changes shape and intensity. It merges street art with high-level optical illusion, an explosion of color that both confuses and delights. Hunga Tonga Hunga Ha'apai Island formed after the 2014 to 2015 eruption, not in 2019 as previously believed. It was about 394 feet high and connected 2 pre-existing volcanic islands. In 2022, a new eruption at Home Reef created another temporary island. This one measured about 25834 square feet and received extensive scientific coverage. Tonga is a true natural laboratory. Jetpacks exist and have been tested for tasks such as rescue operations and demonstrations, but their use is limited. There is no verified record of deliveries at Glastonbury, as claimed. Their range is very short, between 5 and 10 minutes maximum. Furthermore, they cost around $4,000 each. They are not yet viable for daily deliveries. The pygmy seahorse, or Hippocampus bargabanti, measures between about 0.4 and 0.8 inches and is one of the smallest known marine species. Its size and color allow it to go completely unnoticed. Tonga is not among its primary habitats. Sable Island is in Nova Scotia, Canada, and is famous for its wild horses. They are believed to be descendants of equines abandoned in the 18th century. The island is uninhabited and elongated as mentioned. There are no exact figures on its current horse population. Even so, it is a Canadian natural icon. Glowflex UV paint does not absorb visible light, rather it reacts to ultraviolet light. Another patent describes infrared absorption using special nanoparticles. The 99.4% figure corresponds to Vantablack type paints, not acrylics. There is common confusion between reactive and absorbent pigments. This case was classified as misinformation. The marble caves, located on General Carrera Lake in Chile, are real. They are limestone caves eroded by water over centuries. The turquoise hue of the water is due to minerals dissolved in the lake. Although they have not been officially designated as a sanctuary since 1994, they are protected, a natural spectacle in Chilean Patagonia. The technique for detecting fertilized eggs using light is called candling, not hoboscopy. It involves illuminating the inside of the egg with a bright light. It is used in industrial incubators to verify embryo development. Although the term is not widely known, the technique is standard. It is key to large-scale poultry production. The cutlass fish is long, metallic, and very streamlined. Its fusiform body allows it to move at high speed in deep waters. It has a strong caudal fin that gives it power for hunting. It is highly valued in gastronomy for its firm texture. Biology confirms its efficient hydrodynamic design. Philadelphia cream cheese was not created in Philadelphia, but in Chester, New York in 1872. William Lawrence was trying to make Neufchâtel cheese and added extra cream. The distributor Alva Reynolds named it Philadelphia for marketing purposes. He wanted to capitalize on the city's dairy reputation. That is how the famous spreadable cheese we know today was born. The Atlantic Ocean Road connects Kristiansund and Molde in western Norway. It has 8 bridges spanning the ocean, like the curved Storsøysundet Bridge. From certain angles, it appears to float on the water or bend. It was chosen as Norway's construction of the century for its scenic design. Driving there feels like a video game experience. Here is something you might not know. Ostrich racing is quite a spectacle. These animals, capable of reaching speeds of up to about 43 miles per hour, are ridden by brave jockeys who take to the track in a thrilling competition. The combination of speed and skill makes these races a unique and adrenaline-pumping event. Do not miss it. This is incredible. 5D cinema takes the movie experience to another level. With 3D images, seat movement, wind, scents, and physical effects like water droplets, you are completely immersed in the film. It is as if you are inside the story, experiencing every scene with all your senses. Get ready for a unique cinematic adventure. Bet you did not know about the Thanksgiving Day Balloon Parade in the United States. This traditional event fills the sky with gigantic, colorful cartoon figures, creating a breathtaking visual spectacle. It is a celebration that marks the beginning of the holiday season and brings families and friends together to enjoy the magic and joy of the festivities. Do not miss it. Here is something you did not know. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium has revolutionized beer service with its automatic taps. This technology allows for fast, fresh beer service, eliminating queues and waiting. Temperature-controlled, they ensure that every pint is perfect. Perfect for enjoying the game without missing a single second of the action. Gravity-defying watch, a watch with a visual effect of water droplets rising instead of falling, which also includes an ionizer to improve air quality. The violet sky phenomenon in Japan in 2019 was caused by light scattering after Typhoon Ice. This unusual sky color left everyone amazed, creating a breathtaking natural spectacle. It was a reminder of the beauty and power of nature, an event that will not be easily forgotten. The giant sand nativity scene in Las Palmas de Gran Canaria is the largest in the world, created by artists from several countries. With an incredible level of detail, this impressive nativity scene attracts visitors from all over the world, a masterpiece of sand sculpture that deserves to be seen. In Valencia, Spain, the Museum of Fine Arts is one of the city's leading cultural venues. A treasure trove of art and history, it is well worth a visit. Culture and beauty are in every corner. Ilusa, formerly known as Ilusiona, is an interactive space in Madrid dedicated to optical illusions. Here, you can create photos and videos that play with your visual perception, offering a unique and fun experience, perfect for photography and illusion lovers. Nika Rell, formerly known as Nika Rell, is a photographer specializing in capturing dancers and athletes in motion. With unique costume collections, her works are true works of art in motion, capturing grace and strength. Did you know there is a clock that defies gravity? This incredible device shows water droplets rising instead of falling, creating a fascinating visual effect. It also includes an ionizer that improves air quality, making your space healthier and aesthetically stunning. It is the perfect combination of technology and design. In the humid regions of Southeast Asia lives a unique reptile known as the Hydrosaurus, famous for size and aquatic ability. This lizard, found in places like the Philippines and Indonesia, thrives on land and in water. Its most distinctive feature is an elongated crest on its back that gives it an imposing look. And look how adorable it is when it is relaxing. Philippe Contaccini's colossal croissant reimagines the classic French pastry in a giant format. Designed to be enjoyed in groups, this golden treat becomes the star of breakfasts, afternoon tea, or brunch gatherings. More than bread, it is an edible work of art with perfectly flaky layers and intense buttery flavor. Wallace's giant frog, also called the flying frog, lives in Southeast Asia and has a skill that feels straight out of a comic book. With membranes between its legs, it can glide from tree to tree as if it had wings. It can travel up to about 49 feet in a single leap, steering in midair. This trick lets it escape predators and move without touching the jungle floor. Ben Underwood was an American boy who lost his sight very young, but he amazed the world with a unique skill. He used echolocation, clicking his tongue and listening to the echo to orient himself. He could avoid obstacles, recognize objects, and even ride a bicycle. His story showed the incredible ability of the human brain to adapt. In California, there is Glass Beach, a shore that looks like a hidden treasure. For years, it was a dumping ground for bottles and glass that the sea slowly eroded. The result is a beach covered in small, shiny fragments, smooth like colorful stones. Today, it is a popular destination, although taking the glass is forbidden. In Poznan, Poland, the Poznań Ice Festival turns the market square into a frozen stage. Artists from around the world carve sculptures from blocks of ice in front of the public. It is a must-see visual experience that draws locals and visitors alike. On a modern note, there is an experiment where bus drivers pedal bicycles while a bus passes by. This lets them feel firsthand how dangerous it is when drivers fail to keep safe distance from cyclists. In art, Tanya Gomelskaya stands out, an artist who fuses painting and sculpture to create three-dimensional works. Her pieces leap from the canvas, exploring emotions like anxiety and playing with surreal textures. Speaking of food, the oldest cheese in the world was found in an Egyptian tomb and is over 3,200 years old. It was made with sheep and goat milk. It is a myth that bulls are enraged by red. In truth, they are colorblind to it. What irritates them is the constant motion of the cape. Did you know Bic pens were invented by Marcel Bitch, who dropped the H from his surname so it would not be read as a swear word in English? For motorcycle safety, there is a windshield wiper for helmets. This small electric rechargeable device clears water from the visor and improves visibility in bad weather. Technology has reached body art with LED tattoos. These glowing designs use microcircuits and sensors to interact with the body, responding to movement or heart rate, and they are emerging as aesthetic and medical tools. The Basenji is a dog that breaks the mold. Unlike most breeds, it does not bark. It makes a unique call that blends howls and musical sounds. Originally from Central Africa, it was used for hunting thanks to stealth and agility. Today it is prized as a pet for an independent personality. In China, beneath Qiandao Lake, lies the ancient city of Xicheng, known as the Atlantis of the East. It was submerged after the construction of a dam in 1952. More than 131 feet underwater, its temples and sculptures remain intact thanks to the lake's calm waters. Diving there feels like traveling to a world frozen in time. In Australia, albino kangaroos have been sighted that look like mythical creatures. Their white fur and pink eyes come from a rare genetic mutation. Although beautiful, the coloration makes them more vulnerable to predators. Seeing one up close is considered a true privilege. In Serbia, a boy named Ivan Stojlikovic became famous for seemingly magnetic powers. Metal objects like spoons and lids would stick to his skin without falling. The explanation was scientific. His skin was unusually sticky, but the phenomenon still fascinated the world. He earned the nickname the Magnet Boy. In Hawaii, you can find Papakolea, a beach with green sand that looks almost magical. The color comes from a volcanic mineral called olivine, which sparkles in the sun like tiny emeralds. Getting there is not easy because it is remote. Those who make it say the view is unforgettable. The basilisk is a lizard that seems to defy nature. Known as the Jesus Christ lizard, it can run on water. Its hind legs trap air bubbles that let it take quick steps before submerging. It uses this trick to escape predators. On the International Space Station, astronauts work to install new solar panels. Floating in the void, their movements look like a cosmic dance. What is routine for them is an extraordinary show for those watching from Earth. Seeing such precision in zero gravity is simply fascinating. A curious Japanese electric car was designed with a fabric body. Called Rimono, it has 2 seats and reaches speeds up to about 28 miles per hour. Its range is about 31 miles, enough for city trips. The most striking part is that, even made of fabric, it functions like any other car. A 93-year-old grandfather became an internet star by playing racing video games. His passion for driving comes from a life around cars since his family were taxi drivers. His grandson streams on YouTube as he drives classics like the Mazda RX-7. For him, virtual driving is reliving his youth. Creativity knows no bounds. A carrot can become a flute. With a knife, a drill, and patience, YouTuber Carolyn Miller showed this vegetable can make real music. The result is a functional instrument that sounds amazing. Music can come from the most unexpected sources. A Russian man who loves the Lord of the Rings took fandom to the extreme. His name is Dmitry Golev, and he often shops dressed as the Witch King of Angmar. Although his armor weighs around 44 pounds, he wears it naturally in daily life. For him, cosplay is not a hobby, but a lifestyle. Street artist Francisco de Pájaro turns trash into art. He roams London painting and decorating discarded items he finds. With a bit of paint, forgotten objects come to life as whimsical figures. For him, giving new meaning to waste is a romantic kind of expression. In Bangladesh lived Rani, the world's smallest cow. She was about 20 inches tall and 26 inches long and weighed only about 57 pounds. Unusual for her species. Sadly, she passed away in 2021 due to stomach problems, leaving a record that will be hard to beat. Indian driver Kush Maini set a world record with his car. He traveled about 1.4 miles on just 2 wheels, keeping the vehicle tilted in a perfect wheelie. He learned to drive these cars at 13, inspired by his father, who was also a driver. His skill made him a legend of automotive stunts. An inventor named Yves Rossi created a device that turns people into human jets. His jet-powered wings allow flight at speeds up to about 186 miles per hour with strong stability. He is still working to perfect takeoff and landing for full autonomy. It is an incredible step toward the dream of flying like a bird. Alla Lavushkina was recognized as the oldest surgeon on the planet. She kept operating until age 90, performing 4 procedures a day. Her steady hands completed more than 1,000 operations over a 67-year career. She passed in 2020, leaving an impressive legacy in medicine. The famous practice of swallowing a sword is not magic but control of the body. Unlike normal swallowing, which uses muscle contractions, this feat requires complete relaxation. The performer aligns mouth, pharynx, and esophagus so the blade can slide without obstruction. It is an extreme physical challenge that amazes audiences. Bruce Campbell, an American engineer, decided to turn an old Boeing 727 into his home. He transported the enormous aircraft by road to the outskirts of Portland. He removed the seats and installed water, electricity, and sewage. Today, he lives inside his unique and futuristic airplane home. In Prague, there is a tower of books that seems to have no end. With mirrors placed just right, visitors feel as if they stand before an endless cylinder of knowledge. It is not only a visual effect, it is a tribute to boundless human curiosity. Imagine choosing a book from a library that never ends. What would you choose? The Guinness World Record for strength is held by Icelander Hafthor Bjornsson, the mountain from Game of Thrones. He deadlifted 501 kilograms, about 1,104 pounds, surpassing historic marks. That is like lifting a small car straight off the ground without help, a feat that blends genetics, extreme training, and iron discipline. In the animal kingdom, there are staggering efforts too. Salmon travel thousands of miles from the sea back to the rivers where they were born, swimming against powerful currents and leaping waterfalls. Some go more than about 1,864 miles without stopping. This migration ranks among the toughest in the natural world. Another astonishing natural record belongs to California's giant sequoias. These trees can top about 328 feet in height and live for more than 3,000 years. Surviving storms, fires, and climate shifts for so long is monumental. One of them, called General Sherman, is the largest living organism on the planet by volume. In the history of aviation, we also find singular milestones. In 2005, pilot Steve Fossett circumnavigated the globe non-stop and without refueling, a flight that lasted more than 67 hours. It was a triumph of endurance, engineering, and precision that set a new mark in aerial exploration. African marathon runners deliver amazing achievements as well. Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya ran a marathon in under 2 hours in 2019, though it was not officially ratified due to event conditions. Even so, he proved the human body can break barriers once thought unbreakable. Among extreme human records, Wim Hof, the Iceman, stands out. This Dutch athlete endures well below freezing temperatures for long periods using breathing, meditation, and mental control. He even climbed part of Mount Everest in shorts, without special cold protection, something that seems to defy scientific logic. Tsutomu Yamaguchi entered history for surviving 2 atomic bombs. He was in Hiroshima during the first blast in 1945 and lived. 3 days later in Nagasaki, he experienced the second and survived again. He spent the rest of his life sharing his story and promoting peace. In England, there is the gigantic geoglyph of Cerne Abbas. It shows a naked man with a large club carved into a hillside. Its origin is a mystery. Some believe it is Roman, others think it is medieval. Whatever the case, it remains a symbol of power and fertility. The Scrișoara cave in Romania holds a frozen secret. Inside lies a subterranean glacier, more than 3,000 years old. The ice preserves valuable clues about ancient climates. Entering this cave feels like traveling back to an ice age. African weavers are tiny birds yet true architects. They build enormous communal nests that can house hundreds of individuals. These structures of grasses and branches last for decades. They are so efficient that they regulate the temperature inside. During the coldest winters, Amsterdam's canals can freeze, letting people skate between bridges and historic buildings. The city turns into a stunning natural ice rink. Residents and visitors enjoy the ice and create magical scenes. This tradition blends recreation and cultural heritage. The library of the Sakya Monastery in Tibet houses more than 84,000 ancient manuscripts, from religious texts to scientific treatises. Founded in 1073, it preserves knowledge of astronomy, traditional medicine, and Tibetan art. Many books are considered sacred and represent the region's rich cultural heritage. This treasure remains a symbol of Tibetan knowledge and spirituality. If you have blue eyes, their color is actually an optical illusion. Light scatters in an iris with little melanin, similar to how the sky looks blue. This is called Rayleigh scattering and creates the apparent blue hue. So blue eyes result from the interaction of light with iris structure. The Falabella horse breed is so small it seems from a fairy tale. Originating in Argentina, these horses stand under about 31 inches tall. Despite their size, they are elegant and docile, which makes them beloved. Seeing one feels like meeting a pocket-sized horse. The bull shark is one of the ocean's most astonishing species. Unlike most sharks, it can live in both saltwater and freshwater. This lets it travel up rivers and even into lakes where it has sometimes been seen swimming peacefully. Its renal system adapts to changing salinity, a rare ability. In Japan, the Sagano bamboo forest is a magical place that enchants visitors. Paths are lined with towering stalks that form a natural tunnel. When the wind blows, the bamboo produces a hypnotic murmur. This sound has been honored for its unique beauty. In Florida, there is the famous Coral Castle, a site wrapped in mystery. It was built by Edward Leedskalnin, who worked in secret for 28 years. He used coral blocks weighing several tons without machinery. No one knows how he managed it, and the enigma still fascinates visitors and scientists. Crocodiles do not truly cry from emotion. Their tears are a physiological response as saliva reaches the tear ducts while they eat. That is why the phrase crocodile tears came to mean hypocrisy. A curious fact about saliva: it contains a substance called opierfin, which is an analgesic up to 6 times more potent than morphine. Although the amount is tiny, it reminds us that the human body is an incredible pharmacy. Ketchup, now a staple condiment, was sold in the 19th century as a medicine for indigestion and diarrhea. The ancient Roman Colosseum had a retractable awning called the velarium, operated by specialized sailors. This structure shielded spectators from the harsh sun during fights. Underground passages also housed cages with wild animals. In Jezero Crater, an ancient lake fed by a winding river, preserved a delta that on Earth would have trapped organic matter. It is a key place where Martian nature could have left microscopic traces. Layers of sedimentary rock in Jezero reveal distinct eras. Fine shales indicate calm, deep waters, while beds with large stones show the power of ancient floods. The Sherlock instrument uses ultraviolet lasers to identify carbon-based organic molecules within clay rocks. These are essential ingredients for life found in an ancient lakebed. The PIXL system maps the chemical makeup of rocks and reveals minerals such as carbonates and sulfates that can preserve biosignatures for millions of years like a sealed capsule in stone. A small helicopter called Ingenuity proves powered flight is possible in Mars's thin atmosphere. Its aerial images reveal details invisible to a ground explorer. With 72 recorded flights, Ingenuity opens the door for future drone missions on other worlds, enabling exploration from the sky and discovery of safer routes for rovers. In Japan, there is a pedestrian crossing called Shibuya, where thousands of people cross in all directions at once. It is one of the most photographed places in the world. The Pan American Highway stretches for almost 18640 miles, crossing 14 countries from Alaska to Argentina. Its route is interrupted only by the Darien Gap between Panama and Colombia. The Trans-Siberian Railway is the world's longest railway line, linking Moscow to Vladivostok on a journey of over 5,590 miles and across 8 time zones. The eye of a hurricane is an area of absolute calm inside the storm, where pressure is low and wind is almost non-existent, surrounded by the most violent winds. Mount Everest still rises by a few tenths of an inch each year due to tectonic plate motion. However, it is not the point farthest from Earth's center. That title belongs to Ecuador's Chimborazo volcano because of the planet's curvature. The blue whale is the largest animal on Earth, with a heart about the size of a small car. Its heartbeat can be felt more than about 1.9 miles away underwater. Its tongue can weigh as much as an adult elephant. In South Korea, there is a curious park called Loveland, dedicated to erotic art. On Jeju Island, it features over 140 sculptures that artistically portray love and sexuality. The idea is to break taboos and encourage a more open view of these topics. While not for everyone, it has become a unique tourist attraction. Every year, one of the planet's most spectacular migrations unfolds in Tanzania's Serengeti. More than 1 million wildebeest and zebras move in search of fresh pasture, closely followed by predators such as lions, leopards, and crocodiles. The park becomes a vibrant, teeming landscape that shows the power of nature. Namibia has some of the tallest sand dunes on Earth, with peaks up to about 984 feet high. The most famous is Dune 45, a place that feels otherworldly. These forms arose over millions of years through wind and erosion. The Namib Desert is now one of Africa's most photographed destinations. In Marrakesh, Morocco, the Medina is an ancient walled city that feels frozen in time. Its narrow alleys, lively markets, and colorful crafts make it magical. Walking there is like entering a maze of aromas, sounds, and colors, a cultural journey to another era. In the heart of Marrakesh is the famous Jemaa El Fna Square, where life never stops. Street performers, food stalls, and exotic aromas fill every corner. It is a vibrant space that pulses with Moroccan culture and has become a symbol of the city. Strolling through it feels like stepping into a lively, authentic spectacle. The website myfridgefood.com helps answer what to cook today. Enter the ingredients you have, and it suggests many recipes. It is a practical tool that saves time and money, perfect for surprising the family without leaving home. Rockhopper penguins are known for deep dives beyond about 328 feet. At sea, they move with agility, reaching speeds up to about 4.3 miles per hour, though on land they are clumsy and slow. Today there are just over 1 million pairs, though their population has declined due to pollution. Brazilian artist Fabiano Miani creates hyper-realistic portraits that look like photographs. His precision is so high, it is hard to believe they are brushstrokes. The style began in the 1960s, inspired by photography, and Miani pushes it to the extreme, turning each work into a near-perfect illusion. Pearls form when a foreign body enters an oyster. The oyster coats it with nacre, which gives pearls their luster. Color, shape, and size vary by oyster species and habitat. There are natural and cultured pearls, both highly prized in jewelry. Scorpion venom is the most expensive liquid in the world, valued at up to 30 million euros per liter. Its components are used to identify cancer cells and to treat diseases such as diabetes. Although dangerous, it is considered a medical treasure. Extracting it requires patience and extreme care. The Tibetan Mastiff is one of the most imposing and expensive dogs in the world. Its thick coat lets it withstand the extreme cold of the Himalayas. Traditionally, it has guarded flocks, able to drive away predators. Its majesty makes it a symbol of power across Asia. In the 18th century lived Thomas Wetters, the man with the largest nose ever recorded, measuring about 10.6 inches. He was a sensation in England, exhibited at fairs and shows. His peculiarity put him in books of medical oddities. Today, his record is still listed by Guinness. Mirrors are made by coating a sheet of glass with a metallic layer, usually silver or aluminum. The glass is cleaned, polished, and prepared before the metal is applied. The result is the shiny surface that reflects our faces, a simple invention that is fundamental in daily life. The artist Bruno Catalano creates fragmented sculptures of people who seem incomplete. Exhibited in Venice, these works reflect the inner emptiness of migrants on their journeys. Despite missing body parts, they convey strength and motion. They remind us of the sacrifices people make for a better life. The shoebill is a gigantic bird with a prehistoric look that still lives in Africa. It can reach about 4 feet 11 inches, and its shoe-shaped beak gives it an intimidating air. Its call can sound like gunshots, which makes it even more striking. It is one of the most enigmatic birds in the world. The artist Russell Mark invented a technique to print photographs with algae. These images take about a week to appear and show in green tones. They blend art and science, combining biology with creativity. A unique way to capture nature in vivid portraits. The waterphone is a musical instrument often used in horror films to create chilling sounds. Invented by Richard Waters, it is a cylinder with metal rods that produce uncanny vibrations. Its resonance generates unsettling, otherworldly noises. It is the sonic nightmare of many movies. Fetal microchimerism is a phenomenon in which cells from the baby remain in the mother's body. These cells can help regenerate organs and refresh tissues even decades after birth. In some cases, they last a lifetime, an enduring biological bond between mother and child. Iberian ibex are expert climbers that can scale nearly vertical slopes. They do this to reach vegetation other animals cannot eat. They also lick rocks to obtain minerals essential for health. Their balance and strength are impressive. Italian sculptor Lorenzo Pocenti creates hyper-realistic giant insects. Mosquitoes, fireflies, and beetles seem to come alive in his hands. Each piece shows astonishing detail, from wings to antennae. His art merges science, biology, and creativity. In Japan, there is a very unusual snack called armpit onigiri. Young women shape rice balls using their armpits, inspired by a scene from a famous manga. Although it may seem unhygienic, it has become a trend, treated as a cultural eccentricity. Would you dare to try it? The strawberry moon is a phenomenon that happens when the full moon is at its closest point to Earth. Many think the name comes from a pink color, but it actually refers to the strawberry harvest season. The spectacle often amazes those who see it. In Austria, you will find the Schlossbergruche, the Slide Graz, the tallest underground water slide in the world. With a drop of about 210 feet and a descent of about 558 feet, it is perfect for adrenaline lovers. It is not just a ride, it is an extreme underground experience. When vinyl-wrapped cars face intense heat, a curious effect appears. Bubbles of air form under the surface. The material expands with high temperatures. The result is cars that look like inflatables on wheels. Cuban Eric Hernandez achieved a striking world record in ball control. He kept the ball up for more than 3 hours without dropping it, while seated and with extra weight on his ankles. His skill and stamina have made him a legend of freestyle football. Minette Bailey, a 102-year-old woman, decided to celebrate her birthday in an unusual way by skydiving. From about 6,890 feet, she broke records as the oldest person to do so in the UK. Her bravery inspired thousands around the world. The stones along railway tracks serve a vital function. They are called railway ballast and are used to absorb vibrations, keep the tracks aligned, and allow water to drain. Without them, the rails would warp under the weight of trains. Olympic medals are not what they seem at first glance. Gold medals actually contain more silver than gold and only have a coating of the precious metal. Silver medals are almost pure, while bronze medals are made of copper mixed with other metals. Beer bottles are usually made of dark glass for a practical reason. This color protects the liquid from sunlight, which can alter flavor by triggering a reaction with hops. Thanks to this, the drink keeps its freshness and aroma. Italian artist Michele Volpi has become famous for tattoos inspired by geometry, science, and biology. His designs range from physics formulas to atomic diagrams. What might seem strange on paper becomes true works of art on skin. Airless tires are changing the automotive industry. They eliminate puncture risk and reduce premature tire wear. This significantly lowers operating and maintenance costs. They are already used on various vehicles, showing that innovation can roll safely and efficiently. In Indonesia, the Korowai build their homes in trees up to about 148 feet high. Living so high protects them from floods, wild animals, and even evil spirits. From this height, they can spot enemies or intruders from far away. This custom shows how height becomes both defense and social strategy. A black bear in Alaska surprised park rangers by learning how to open car doors to steal food. His technique was so effective that he earned the nickname Hairy Car Thief. This behavior demonstrates the intelligence and adaptability of animals. Nature reminds us there are always surprises, even in the wild. The Pepper X holds the title of the hottest chili pepper in the world, surpassing the Carolina Reaper. Its Scoville rating exceeds 3 million units, causing an extreme burning sensation. It is a challenge for brave spice lovers and not recommended for beginners. Its intensity makes every bite unforgettable. In Japan, you will find the most expensive sushi in the world, decorated with 24-karat edible gold. The pieces are prepared with the freshest and finest fish, turning food into art in the peak of luxury. Eating it is a feast for the senses where gastronomy blends with exclusivity. This sushi is a golden dream for lovers of luxury and fine dining. Swedish surströmming soup is known as the smelliest in the world. Made with herring fermented for months, its aroma is so intense that it is best to open the cans outdoors. Those who try it praise its unique, strong, salty flavor. This tradition shows that smell does not always predict taste. The Prague astronomical clock, built in 1410 by Mikuláš, is much more than a clock. It shows basic time, the phases of the moon, the stars, and various ancient time zones. It is a testament to medieval engineering and astronomical precision. Its complexity still amazes visitors and history fans. Flamingos sleep on one leg, switching between them almost unconsciously. They can hold this position for up to 10 hours, though about 4 is more typical. This posture helps them conserve energy while resting. They even perform most daily activities while balancing on one leg. The color of eggs depends on the breed of hen that lays them. For example, Leghorn hens produce white eggs, while other breeds like Barn or Orpington lay brown eggs. Despite the difference in color, the taste and nutrients are the same. Nature simply plays with aesthetics. Portable air conditioners have arrived to change the way we deal with extreme heat. Their compact size lets you take them anywhere, offering relief even outside the home. This innovation will be key in a future of more intense heat waves. Climate comfort becomes mobile and accessible. Sebastian Steutner broke the Guinness World Record by surfing the tallest wave ever recorded, reaching about 94 feet in Nazaré, Portugal. This surpassed his previous record of about 86 feet. His feat shows human courage and skill in extreme conditions. Steutner became an international surfing legend. Swimming with kangaroos is extremely dangerous. Since these marsupials can be aggressive in their territory, they are strong and excellent swimmers and may try to drown a threat in the water. Their behavior protects their territory and ensures survival. It is best to keep your distance and admire them from shore. The Chimera cat has 2 types of DNA, the result of the fusion of 2 zygotes. This gives it a unique look, with differences in fur and eye color. It is a rare genetic phenomenon that creates a truly unique feline. Each Chimera cat is a small masterpiece of nature. Palm sugar ranges from amber to deep red and is collected by hand from palm sap. It contains minerals and antioxidants, which makes it more nutritious than refined sugar. It is essential in several Asian and African cuisines. Its complex flavor adds notes of caramel and molasses to dishes. Cooking has been reinvented with modern tech. Air fryers let you cook with little to no oil. Hot air circulates quickly, making food crisp and flavorful with much less fat. This greatly reduces calories without losing taste or texture. It is ideal for people who want to take care of themselves without giving up fried food. In northern Thailand, in the city of Chiang Rai, stands Wat Rong Khun, the White Temple. It is not a typical temple. It blends sacred themes with contemporary art. Its bright white structure with embedded mirrors represents spiritual purity and the clarity of Buddhist knowledge. Tell us in the comments which of these facts amazed you the most. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share for more fun.